Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk a little bit about XRP. I'm also going to talk about everything else that's going on as well. So BRICS won't take over the US dollar, Bank of America says. Now, the US dollar has been losing dominance for quite a while now. But the BRICS countries cannot take down the US dollar by themselves. But that's why Operation Sandman, which is going to go into phase 2 in August of this year, should be talked about all over the mainstream media news, because it's 100 plus countries coming for the US dollar all at once. That could be absolutely catastrophic, and no one really talks about it. Western Alliance shares plummet 53% after reports of sale exploration. The banking sector has faced a difficult period in 2023 due to a series of events. The collapse of Silvergate Bank, Signature Bank, and Silicon Valley Bank caused repercussions throughout the financial industry. In addition, First Republic Bank recently suspended trading of its bank stocks and was taken over by the U.S. government earlier this week. Now, pay attention to what happened there, because this happened before in our history. I'll talk about that in a minute. The FDIC and Fed are going to insure all deposits. They don't even remotely have enough cash to do that. Oh yeah, debt ceiling, 3 trillion annual deficits, and a deep recession. None of us own enough gold and silver for what is coming. And you should be very thankful you got into crypto when you did, because as this system falls apart, crypto is gonna absolutely skyrocket. Senior banking execs tell Fox Business that they believe Secretary Yellen and FDIC Gov are moving towards either an explicit or de facto guarantee of deposits above the $250,000 limit to stem the regional banking crisis now threatening a new set of mid-sized institutions developing. A domino effect is happening. Right now, we see it in the regional banks. It's going to fall into other banks as well. And, everybody thinks the banking system is still safe. How can you not see it's no longer safe? It's right there in front of you. It's happening in real time. Did you know that JP Morgan has bailed out banks from bankruptcy in the past? Bear Stearns was a major investment bank that was on the brink of bankruptcy due to heavy losses in the subprime mortgage market. JP Morgan agreed to acquire Bear Stearns in a deal brokered by the U.S. government, with the Federal Reserve providing financing to facilitate the transaction. That happened in 2008, and it's happening again now in 2023. And it's going to get much worse, and it's going to be far worse than '08. Two of these banks have gone down. This has me raising a lot of questions. First Republic and Silicon Valley Bank. 5 banks to test FedNow real-time payment system. Take notice how all of a sudden they got involved with FedNow, because everything that's going on is pushing us right into a CBDC at some point. Trend it. Not your bank, not your money, not your keys, not your coins. And everybody should remind themselves of that every single day. You have to keep your crypto safe right now at a time like this, because as everything falls apart, like I just said, crypto is going to skyrocket. We were so fortunate to get into crypto when we did. If you're not in crypto, you should definitely be in gold or silver. I tell people that I know hate crypto to get away from the bank and get into gold or silver before it's too late. I tell them, the banking system is not safe. They're creating a narrative. The Fed, the Treasury, and the banks are creating this narrative that the banks are still safe and you should still be putting your money there, storing your money there. Get it the hell out of there as soon as possible. North Carolina joins Florida in passing anti-CBDC legislation. So why are these states doing this right now? It's because they know what the Fed is up to. They see the plan. And other states should fall in line as well. And if all the states came together and they could get rid of the US government, they could say, listen, we had enough of this. We're not following your laws anymore, because these laws are absolutely crushing these states at the same time. Take a look at our major cities. They're falling apart. Montana governor signs pro cryptocurrency mining bill into law. Now, I like what they're doing out there in Montana right now. The legislation includes revisions to laws aimed at prohibiting discriminatory electrical rates for mining firms and not allowing taxation for crypto used as a method of payment. I like what Montana's doing, and I hail them for that. Other states should do the same thing. Texas is another pro crypto state. They're trying to come up with their own gold backed currency down there. This government is not working for the American people. I can't stress that enough. And people need to really open up their eyes already. This weekend, I'm going to do another video on the World Economic Forum because a lot of things are happening around that as well. There's more and more announcements all the time. Ripple pilots a private ledger for central banks launching CBDCs. Now, this is talking about that private version of the XRP ledger. There is not two different XRPs. There's only one, the one that me and you invest in. Ripple's doing this right now because they realize all these countries are coming up with their own CBDC, and Ripple wants to be involved in that. And if you give banks privacy, they will come on board very fast. Ripple XRP was ranked #1 for cross-border transactions for central banks. And once they flip the switch, it's all over. Just like they say in the sports game, you will be priced out. Best believe. And once everything goes live with XRP in the middle of it, people are going to get priced out very quick. Anybody still sitting on the sidelines waiting for XRP to start moving upward, they're going to get priced out very fast, because look at the way XRP moves. When it takes off, it takes off. And we're about to see that happen at some point. Selling XRP before the lawsuit ends would be your biggest regret in your life, and it absolutely will. I still see people saying, I had enough, I'm going to sell my XRP. This case is never coming to an end. You need to hold on tight right now, because that judge can rule at any moment. I think XRP has a day for clarity, and it's already been set. And at that point, that's when the judge is going to come out and say it's over, ruling in favor of Ripple, XRP getting that regulatory clarity. And I think it was all pre-planned as well. El Salvador president officially signs law eliminating all taxes on income, property, and capital gains for technology innovations. That's what we need to happen here in the United States. But the problem is these politicians are way too greedy. Our government is too greedy. They want to tax the hell out of all of us. They want to tax our crypto holdings. Other countries, they realize if they come up with something like this, people will be attracted to that country. And guess what? Their economy will rise in the end. They will become a crypto hub in the future, while the U.S. is left behind as far as innovation and crypto. Then there's this from the CFTC, states that crypto can make you wealthy. Take a listen.
And S&P E-mini futures, where retail long open interest ranges from 5% to 11%. These studies suggest the amount of retail participation in the digital asset futures market is more than double that in any other futures markets. The barrier to entry in the digital asset space is lower than traditional financial markets, and crypto presents an opportunity to build wealth by those who have found themselves historically shut out. However, these same groups are less likely to have the financial resources to absorb losses. Declining digital asset prices could mean significantly more severe losses for lower income investors, with knock-on effects penetrating the greater economy.
So he tells you that crypto can make you wealthy. And crypto is one of those things that you don't need a lot of money to get rich in. If you try to invest in stocks, you already have to have money. But with crypto, you could start with a very little amount of money and you could build it into massive wealth. And look at XRP. It's primed for high prices in the future. XLM, the same thing. You go to work and you put in the time and you work hard and you want to get some sort of gains on that money because you don't want to end up living paycheck to paycheck for the rest of your life. But in this country, for some reason, they want to keep the retail investor broke. They want to see us struggle along the way. And now they want to enslave us with this central bank digital currency. And it's absolutely ridiculous. That's why I said you got to enrich yourself while you still can. And I still believe if you get rich, you might be able to avoid the slavery system of the future. And who knows? A lot of people now are talking about leaving the US, people that were born here, because they see how this government is working against us. They take a look at the crime that's rising all throughout the country. They see homeless people lining up in tents all around the U.S. sidewalks in major cities. There's something wrong. And it's because our government is working for the World Economic Forum. But like I said, I'm going to do a video on that this weekend. But we are going to get rich from our crypto. As long as we stay positive and stay patient, we will make it together. And I cannot wait for that to happen. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. Sometimes I get a little bit off script because I don't have a script. So I tend to reflect back and forth on things in videos and try to make sure I'm not, messing up along the way, but sometimes I still do. So I'm sorry if I did that in this video. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.